Right now at 6, a Salem mother's terrifying account of the moments she says 2 dogs mauled her toddler.
I really thought she was gonna die.
Also tonight, the brazen crime spree caught on camera that hit a Washington County family hard.
Imagine me holding my toddler and looking out the window thinking I just gotta grab my shoes.
Then, why a man accused of randomly attacking 2 people, including a grandmother, was released, then arrested again. Plus,
Oregon's oldest beer-making supply store closing its doors after 108 years. Coming up, what it means to the beer community.
And later, how skipping the store for online convenience could leave you paying more.
Almost like a shopping blindness.
First at 6, a vicious attack in Salem with a toddler now recovering in the hospital after she was mauled, her mother says, by a pair of dogs. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko.
And I'm Christine Pitawanich. We want to warn you, some of the photos you're about to see are disturbing. Our Celine Stevens is live outside Randall Children's Hospital after speaking with the child's mother. Celine.
David, Christine, her mom says that her child is still in a lot of pain, but she still has those moments when she's still her happy little baby, and she says she's just lucky that she's still alive. Now, Marissa Caron's 16-month-old daughter was attacked by 2 dogs Sunday afternoon while walking to the front door of their Salem apartment. She says they were a fellow tenant's dogs, with one of them latching onto her child's head, causing serious damage. Her daughter had to be transferred to Randall's Children's Hospital, and now she and her husband have been out of work to care for their daughter, who has already endured 1 surgery and has more to come.
Just, in my mind, it keeps flashing back in my head, just seeing the inside of my baby and her skull, on full display, is I really thought she was gonna die. I didn't know how somebody could survive such a horrific attack.
So Salem police confirmed that both dogs were taken to the Marion County Dog Shelter and that the owner is now facing criminal citations. The apartment complex also confirmed that there is ongoing eviction litigation, but they could not share more. Back to you.
A really tough story there, Celine. Appreciate your reporting tonight.
In a developing story, surveillance video captured an apparent crime spree in action, one that left a Washington County mom of 5 without a car.
John Adams has the update from Bethany.
After realizing her vehicle was stolen, Pamela Sear and her daughter knocked on their neighbors' doors and realized the criminals had attempted to break into cars throughout their neighborhood. Now they hope surveillance video of them will help bring them to justice. A seemingly normal morning turned into anything but for Pamela Sear. The single mother of 5 was getting ready to leave Tuesday morning when she realized her vehicle was gone.
It was right here. So imagine me holding my toddler and looking out the window thinking I just gotta grab my shoes. I'm on my way to work and I'm on my way to daycare. It's gone.
Her daughter's vehicle, also in the driveway, had some items inside stolen. The 2 then went door to door asking neighbors if they had been hit, when they found out the criminals had attempted to break into numerous vehicles in the neighborhood.
So it was a crime spree all the way across the Bethany area.
The Washington County Sheriff's Office tells us they believe roughly 3 individuals took part in the break-ins.
Oftentimes these are crimes of opportunity where thieves will go street to street, canvass an area, and they'll try as many door handles as they can.
Public Information Officer David Huey says crimes like this are also more common during the holiday season.
Folks leave packages or gifts, things of value in their vehicles.
Sear tells us the theft has left her feeling violated and has caused hardship for her family. There were Christmas gifts inside her 2018 Toyota Highlander and 2 car seats for her 2 toddlers. She now can't take them to daycare.
And I owe what the car's worth. So being able to replace that is gonna be putting me in a really hard spot. So, I'd just like my car back.
Sear tells us both her and her daughter's car were unlocked at the time. The Washington County Sheriff's Office wants to remind people to lock their doors and take valuable items out, and for anyone who was affected by these break-ins and hasn't shared video with them to reach out. In Washington County, John Adams, KGW.
Turning now to your forecast on this Wednesday evening, which means it is not too early to talk about the weekend and what looks like a bit of a warm-up.
And Matt, sounds like rain on the way too.
Yeah, that'll start happening tomorrow, but tonight it is still dry. Great night for zoo lights. Up at the Oregon Zoo, it's down to 41 degrees. It won't get all that cold tonight with the cloud cover that we have. Downtown Portland, again, the Christmas tree in downtown Portland looks great. 43 degrees, a little bit warmer downtown compared to the zoo. But tomorrow it will be raining. It'll be raining throughout the morning hours. Should break up a little bit in the midday hours, then pick up again as we go into the late afternoon hours and back into tomorrow night. So it won't be raining every hour of every day, but it'll rain at least on a couple hours of every day, with the exception possibly of Monday. The other thing that's happening is that tomorrow we have a full moon. We're not going to see it because of the cloud cover that we have, but it is having an impact on the coast because it is causing extreme tides. It is a supermoon, meaning it's a little bit closer to the Earth in the moon's orbit around the Earth, and that's coinciding with the time of the height of the full moon. So that's why it's called the supermoon. So the tides, they're in the 10-foot range, over 10 feet, Thursday and again on Friday. So because of that, don't turn your back on the ocean. There is a coastal flood advisory and a beach hazard statement for sneaker waves out of the Oregon coast. That's the biggest hazard we have going on. Here's what's ahead. Rain sets in tomorrow. It's going to rain through the weekend, but it will be warm. We'll be in the 50s, and we'll talk about mountain snow a bit later, guys. Back to you.
Let's hope so. Thanks, Matt.
In your headlines, the FDA has recalled more than 250,000 cases of shredded cheese due to possible metal fragments. Great Lakes Cheese Co. produced the cheese, and it was sold under different brand names at Target, Aldo, Walmart, and HED stores. The full list is on the FDA website and includes brands like Good and Gather, Happy Farms, Hill Country, and Great Value. If you have any of these products at home, take them back to the store for a refund or throw them away.
In Northeast Portland, hundreds of workers at a specialty hospital are bracing for layoffs while garbage piles up outside. Vibra Health telling staff it plans to close in early February, eliminating about 300 jobs. And speaking of the trash out back, look at that. The city inspector stopped by to check it out and told us the company told him garbage service was accidentally cut off during the wind down process, but that dumpsters are, by the way, the garbage, which is office supplies and not medical waste, are now being emptied.
When they found out about the error as a result of the accumulation, they immediately contacted their corporate office. They've reinstituted the hauling services, and they've begun removing the material. They expect it to be removed in the next day or two.
Vibra cares for critical and chronically ill patients and says the closure is related to financial challenges.
Portland City Council voted 9-2 today to start charging detention centers a fee, they say, to counteract the, quote, unique costs they pose to the city. The new policy does not specifically name the Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in South Portland, but Councilor Angelita Murillo says it would apply to that facility. The city administrator will determine the fee to offset some of those, quote, unique costs, like the $300,000 city officials say police have spent at or near a single detention facility this year.
In an update tonight, the man charged with randomly punching two people, including a Portland grandmother, appeared in court just a few hours ago. The attack on that grandmother is difficult to watch, was caught on camera.
Stephanie Domerod joins us now with an update. Stephanie.
Yeah, Christine, David, police arrested 24-year-old Santos Antonio Portorios yesterday. Today, he appeared before a judge. He pleaded not guilty to all misdemeanor charges against him. His lawyer in court today acknowledged that Portorios is on medication for a mental health diagnosis, but didn't elaborate any further. The attacks happened last week. A camera captured a 69-year-old woman getting punched in the face while taking out the trash in a parking lot near Southeast 122nd and Powell. Police say 15 minutes later, Portorios assaulted a 21-year-old just a few blocks away. He was arrested after the second attack and later released. Police re-arrested him yesterday when detectives linked him to the attack of the woman. In court today, the deputy district attorney shared a letter from the daughter of the woman describing her injuries.
She fell hard onto concrete, suffering from severe pain and bruising to her lower torso and hips. Also, a big bruise on her right cheek from his violent punch. At 69, my mother is frail and far less able to protect herself or recover quickly from such an attack.
District Attorney Nathan Vasquez voiced his frustration that Portorios was released the first time, saying, quote, "We did file a PC affidavit in this case asking the defendant continue to be held in jail until we could get in front of a judge, but they were released before any judge read our affidavit." This is an infuriating example of a gap in Oregon law and represents a missed opportunity to protect our community from future harm, end quote. As for Puerto Rios, a judge set bail at $20,000. He is ordered to have no contact with the victims. He will be back in court later this month. Christine David, back to you.
Appreciate the update. Thank you, Stephanie.